Hey, Michael, digitaltshirtshop.com. So I'm just listening to stuff on YouTube, and this little ad came up right here. And I bet, you know, I've been getting, I don't know, you listen, I like listening to music on YouTube. I'll flip over and watch the videos occasionally, but I can listen to more songs that I actually want to hear. I've listened to other Pandora and stuff, and it just sometimes it just plays really, really random stuff I'm not familiar with and don't have an interest in listening to. Um, but they play the ads, and I'm terribly, terribly sick of the uh, funnel ads that they keep playing from this dude in Idaho. All power to him. God bless him. I'm sure he's making millions of dollars with his funnel program that he's doing. And God bless him for figuring it out and selling it and having a creative way to market it. All hats off to him. Great job, dude. Whoever you are. This guy is trying to do another type of internet pitch, and it's the same type of a pitch that I did. I went and tried to play around with that somebody else had pitched. Then I had gone and done some research on it on YouTube about, and yeah, I apologize. I'm not even sure who this guy is. I haven't even clicked on the ad. I've just listened to his spill. His spill is everybody's making money off of niche segments. The guy example uses somebody likes owls. They post all these pictures of owls, and then they start throwing up little ads that tell people to go buy products of owls. And then he says, this is how you set up a little free Shopify or inexpensive Shopify website. And I think was what he mentioned. He doesn't, excuse me, he doesn't get into in the ad the nitty gritty details of it. But I would imagine there's one of a couple things going on. He says over and over and over again that you don't need product and inventory and all these things. You can, there's a way that you can do it. I'm assuming that he's selling a dropship program is what he's selling of some sort. Somebody's got the inventory, somebody's got thousands and thousands and thousands of products that fill these niches he's talking about, and you're going to use that service to sell those niche products. Now, I did something kind of similar to this years ago by a company called Doba. Doba, what they do is they uh, provide you with all sorts of companies that are willing to drop ship for you. And so what you do is you take their products and you list them on your website. And then if somebody decides that they want to buy that product from you, then you turn around and you sell them that product. Well, you got a couple things working against you. Number one, working against you is uh, you have a lot of people selling the same product. If a lot of people are selling the same product, the floor, the wholesale price, and what you're selling that product at, uh, if you're selling and competing against the manufacturer on that, you're likely selling it for the same price they're selling it for. You don't have a lot of power with the pricing to be able to. I love that. You don't have a lot of my businesses in the laundry room, so right now it's awesome. Waiting to finish my office isn't done yet. So, anyways, the you don't. So if and this is the problem I kept having. I went and I found products on Doba I wanted to sell. I turn around, I list them on my website to sell, and I couldn't sell any of them because I had to sell them at a higher price than these people were selling them at. I couldn't sell them on Amazon because I had to sell them at a higher price than these people were selling them at. I couldn't sell them on eBay because they were selling them at the same price I was buying them for. And all around it was difficult. I mean, I'm sure there are products that aren't that way, and I'm sure if you're in a niche and you're not driving them to a marketplace where they're competing on price, it probably could really work. Just the time that I tried it, it really didn't work for me. But it might be interesting to see, to listen to his ad one more time and maybe try to glean off of his ad what exactly he's trying to. I mean, my wheels are kind of turning here. I'm thinking about it. I'm going, set up a little niche website, set up a little niche Facebook profile, post little niche Facebook things on there to make people interested, and then add my little ads to it. Now, on the surface, that looks easy, but I can tell you that it's really not probably that easy to say, hey, I can create a little niche Facebook page. Now, granted, there are people who create little niche Facebook pages and they go off the handle with the number of people that end up liking them. A lot of people create a Facebook page and it takes time and time and time and consistency to really slowly build up those number of people that are interested in it. Now, like for example, I started Digital T-shirt Shop, and if I go to Facebook and I look at Digital T-shirt Shop, I probably got a dozen people that are following me. I mean, I really don't have a lot of people that are following me. Just because you put something up doesn't necessarily mean a lot of people are going to start just following it. And this is one thing where my knowledge is shallow. Would that be different with something different like owls, baby owls, or owls, or owl pictures, or whatever it is? And for the example that he's using, if I put up just owls, is Facebook going to start spamming people with owls? Most of the time, Facebook's putting people up, suggesting to people things that people are paying for. You're paying for that advertising, you're paying for that exposure. But I do know that sometimes they do say, hey, other people like this, maybe you ought to like that as well. Or somebody, I guess, likes the owl and they share it, and then other people like it. But in the example that he's talking about, he's talking about people who went from zero to $9,000 in sales in a month. It probably happens, and it's probably like an MLM, it probably happens to 2% of the people that actually do it. And this is probably me and my skepticism speaking here, but if you could make it happen, that'd be fantastic. On the other hand, how realistic is it to happen? And oftentimes I've found with some of these companies that push these things, some people, like the bottom third of it just does not happen at all. They're not willing to put in the time, the effort. They don't have the vision for it. The middle third, they put in some time, they put in some effort, they have a little bit of success. The upper third are varying degrees of success to extreme success. But obviously, whenever you pitch something like this, you're going to use the most successful examples, which means there's, you know, probably 90 to 95% of examples that were not successful. I would think, and I would guess, would speculate. Um, Anyhow, I thought it was interesting. I wanted to talk about it briefly for a minute. That's not where I wanted to go. And, just kind of, I don't know, I might have to think about it a little bit. Is it worth maybe trying to do something like that? I could take Halloween and put Halloween pictures on and cool Halloween pictures and share Halloween and share people who do Halloween stuff, and then throw in some, hey, buy a Halloween t-shirt here and there, and see if people like and buy that off of that. Maybe they would. I don't know. So, anyways, but I thought it was interesting. Doba is another company that does that third party fulfillment. They are a conglomerate of suppliers who who go and offer their products at a wholesale price of sorts, that you can turn around and you can buy that and have them drop ship it for you. So, for what it's worth, there you go. It's just a little thought about this little video that I heard that they were putting. I've heard it a few times now as I've been watching YouTube. So I thought it was interesting. So there you go. I'd love to have you subscribe to digitaltshirtshop.com right down there, bottom right corner. Thanks.